Hi everyone, it's me, Kel. Thank you guys so much for joining me again today. Today I'm going to talk about my results from my consultation with my naturopath. I did go in to figure out what's been going on with me. As I mentioned in the last video, I've been dealing with weight gain and depression and anxiety and just moodiness all over the place and lots of other things that my doctor just couldn't figure out because according to him, my labs were fine. So basically, he did suspect thyroid issues, but then my TSH levels were normal. So basically I wasn't getting the answers I need. He told me my hormones were fine, but come to find out my estrogen levels were actually higher at the time once I checked with my naturopath. So I've been seeing my naturopath lately. I wanted to get the answers, and so I went to her this time because she seems to know what test will get to the bottom of what's going on with me. So today I finally did a full consultation with her. I never did it for myself before, but I decided that I really need to focus on self-care in this new year. Hey you guys, Happy New Year. I didn't even tell you guys Happy New Year. I'm so sorry. Happy New Year and a late Merry Christmas. This is my first actual video of 2025. So yeah, you guys, the other videos were old that I put up, but I needed you guys to see those to understand what's going on with this one. But Happy New Year and a very I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. But yeah, back to that consultation with the naturopath. It went really well. I wasn't happy with the results, but there is a silver lining. So basically what happened is I went in, I sat down, I talked to her about everything that's been going on. She already knows a little bit of my history because I did go in when my estrogen was high and she put me on a DIM supplement. But we never did get to the bottom of why my estrogen was high because I never did go in for that consultation until now. Reason being, I'm a mom, I put everybody above myself, and I was just like, okay, this one needs this and this person needs this, and you know how that goes. But I will be doing better in 2025. This is the year of self-care, and if you can't take care of yourself, how in the heck are you going to take care of other people? You have to be able to pour into you, and that's what I'm learning because, yeah, I see where stress has gotten me, and now I'm trying to get out of that situation. So, long story short, I found out that I have Hashimoto's. I think it's called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I don't know. Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disorder where your body decides to attack your thyroid. I was not devastated when I found out because I kind of suspected based on my own research that I was doing once I got my levels in. Once I looked at my levels from my lab work. But I was, I went through the motions. I was sad and I needed a chance to really process those feelings because I was like, I'm only 30. It just made 39 on December 3rd. And I'm like, dang, everything's falling apart. Like, golly, but stress will do it to you. So basically, it seems that I may have some genetic factors. And it seems like stress just flipped that switch to express those genes. Because clearly, never really had thyroid issues as far as I knew before. But hypothyroidism does run in my family, as I've mentioned before. While there are some genetic factors, stress is usually the main culprit that causes that gene to express itself. And so now, yeah, I do have an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's. The way we're dealing with it is I am staying away from gluten because apparently gluten causes my body to attack my thyroid. So gluten apparently has, if I'm saying it correctly, has this protein in it that resembles the thyroid. And so whenever your body has gluten, it thinks that for whatever reason it's helping you by attacking your thyroid. I've really been trying to look into it and understand what's going on. I think the gluten gets into your bloodstream more than likely from leaky gut, and leaky gut is usually caused by stress and bad eating habits and all the other stuff, child. I don't know. So it's like, I'm guessing the gluten is getting into the bloodstream and then the body is like, oh no, attack, and it goes on an attack, and then the gluten resembles the thyroid, and then your body starts attacking your thyroid, child. I don't need my body to be attacking my thyroid because that's why I've been feeling crazy for half the month. So I will say that getting off of the gluten has made a huge difference. Like, I feel so much better, and you can probably see that my face is less puffy, although it is more puffy than a few days ago because I haven't been eating very well because those gluten-free Oreos have me in a chokehold. So there's that. But I do feel better. The moodiness is gone. The anxiety is gone. The pain for half of the month, y'all, I would cramp from the time I would ovulate until the time my menstrual cycle would start, I would cramp the entire month. Like, it's just, I felt horrible overall. I felt so much better. So we went over my labs. She did say I'm pretty much borderline. I am insulin resistant. We're not even gonna play with those numbers like that. It's close enough. I'm insulin resistant. She didn't like my inflammation markers. This is what we did. So, oh, I'm sorry. She also checked my, like I mentioned, thyroid peroxidase antibodies, which told us that my body was attacking my thyroid. And that number was, shoot, I don't remember what that number was. I think it was, oh, it was 100 something. It was 100 something. And really, it's not even supposed to be over 0 because you're not supposed to have those antibodies that's telling you that your body is attacking your thyroid. So technically, my numbers aren't as high as some people when they find out they have Hashimoto's, but still, it's kind of like, it's like an F is an F, right? Like if I have like a 68F, I don't know what's the lowest F, but let's say I have a 68F and you have a 39. Child, it don't matter, it's an F. At the end of the day, I have an autoimmune disease and I don't want it. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna heal it. I'm gonna heal it, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me because I don't want this. I'm only 39. I'm just a baby. So I don't laugh. CJ's laughing at me. I'm just a baby. So basically, I'm staying away from gluten. I'm trying to eat a healthier diet. I know I talked to you guys about doing keto. She told me, nah, sis, yeah, you can't really do keto right now. You don't need to be worrying about adding too much fat and too much protein because your body's not breaking down the protein and the fat that you're already consuming. She told me, okay, hold on. I had to pause real quick just to give you guys some better information. I need to clarify because I said that completely wrong. So my naturopath did not tell me to stay away from protein. What she did was give me an enzyme to be able to break down my macros much better, like my carbs, my fats, that type of stuff. And protein, of course. But she didn't tell me to stay away from protein. I was talking like 1,000 miles a minute in that video, and yeah, I messed up at that part. So actually, I need to increase my protein because that'll help my situation and balance my hormones. But I did need enzymes to help me digest and break that down. And for whatever reason, she said that keto wouldn't be the best diet that she'd recommend to help my situation. She did recommend a more high protein but whole foods diet, which probably doesn't include the gluten-free Oreos, but I digress. Okay, let's continue. I was malnourished. I said, child, I don't look malnourished. Malnourished where? She said, well, that is why your body is holding on to all of the calories it can because you're not able to break down the nutrients from your food, basically. So I was like, well, what do I do about that? Because she was like, you have gut issues. And I said, girl, I poop every day. TMI. I poop every day. She said, that does not mean you don't have gut issues. So like I mentioned, leaky gut, usually that's a sign of that usually leads to autoimmune disorders because you have things in your body going places that don't need to be. Certain things don't need to be in your bloodstream. That'll cause your body to attack. What causes leaky gut? Stress, bad diet, all of that stuff. What causes autoimmune disorder? Stress, anxiety, genetic factors, stress, basically stress and a bad diet. They'll get you in trouble every time. So don't do like me. Learn from me. Don't be like me. So she told me that I was not breaking down my food. According to my labs, she could tell that I probably had parasites. She put me on a parasite cleanse. She gave me a digestive enzyme. Let me show you. I have it with me. This is my parasite cleanse. This stuff is the truth. Para-End. These are my digestive enzymes. This stuff is amazing. Y'all, I didn't even know that you are not supposed to feel stuffed every time you eat. You're not supposed to feel like the food is just sitting on your chest. I thought it was because of my weight. I thought that was normal. That is not how you're supposed to feel, apparently. So every time I eat, I take one of these, and I feel amazing. I feel so much better. This is my second round of the parasite cleanse. So I took it for 2 weeks, and then you're supposed to rest for 2 weeks, and then I'm on my second bottle. And basically the bottle lasts 2 weeks. It was a 15-day cleanse. Y'all, I started feeling exhausted, like extremely exhausted while taking the cleanse, which I was already tired all the time because clearly I'm not getting the nutrients I needed, right? I felt exhausted by day 2. By day 4, I had energy. And then like that week following, like I just felt amazing. Like I felt so much better. So between getting away from the gluten and this parasite cleanse, I felt great. And then finally being able to digest my food. And y'all, like, I'm not sponsored. I have to pay money for this stuff. The child, the price still on here. It was $115.99. If you can see, I paid for this. Like, this is not sponsored. I'm telling you guys what worked for me. She put me on that. She put me on Omato, which is a vitamin E, and that was for inflammation. She put me on a D vitamin because my vitamin D was low. And what else? Oh, and zinc. I don't remember why she put me on zinc. I'm gonna look that up. But you guys, I feel so much better. And so now that I know my levels, I can actually do what I need to do to heal. And I will be back with more on that later on. Hey, what's up? Okay, sorry about that, y'all. We were talking to a friend. Okay, so pretty much you got the lower that. I'm filming. All right, so Zayden just got in the car. We just picked him up. So I'm not sure exactly why the zinc. I should have looked that up before this video, but I am on zinc and I'm also on magnesium. I'm sorry. Basically, she told me what to do to heal my body. We talked about. I basically told her, I said, look, I'm desperate. I said, if this doesn't work, I'm about to get on a GLP-1 drug or something. No, I need this. So I'm about to get on a GLP-1 drug or something. And she was like, girl, you can't do that. You can't do that. And this is not even to knock anybody who's on a GLP-1 drug, because it works for some people and for some people it doesn't. But in my situation, it wouldn't be good for me because it slows down gastric emptying, which is probably why some people feel full longer. But in my situation, if my gut is already all messed up, I can't do that. It would have messed me up even more. Y'all don't know where to look. Okay. It would have messed me up even more. So she was like, yeah, that would not be a good situation for you. We have to heal your gut. So I'm like, got it. Gave up the gluten, and I'm not gonna lie, I have not hardcore been trying, like, as far as like the best diet, but I do notice that the weight has come down. So from the time I talked to you guys initially about being on keto, I started at like 217. I have to look at my notes. Started at like 217.8. And from November 17th to November 28th, I was like, I got down to like 211.4. And then I saw Nicole, and I started with the gluten and everything. And I'm currently down to like 207 even. So yeah, you guys, like, it's, you know, that's from December 4th. And today is, no, I'm sorry, that's from November 17th, because remember, I did try to start keto for a little while, and so she told me keto might not be the best for me, being that I'm having a hard time breaking down my fats and proteins. So she gave me a suggestion. She told me that I could do the Kaufman diet, phase 1, if I want to give my body a chance to heal faster. But she was like, you don't really have to do that. Kaufman diet phase 1 is strict though. It's pretty strict. But if you guys are interested, I'll put that I'll put the link somewhere to what I was doing. But I did notice the weight was, you know, coming off more, but I just couldn't stick to it, me personally. I just think that eating a healthy whole food diet and staying away from gluten is going to be what benefits me the most. I'm not in a race, you know, to lose it super fast, but I do want to lose it. Don't get me wrong, my naturopath is amazing. She gives awesome advice. It all boils down to I'm not disciplined enough, okay? I'm not. I don't want to eat green apples and blueberries for dessert. I mean, I want gluten-free Oreos. So, but no, I'm currently down to 207. So yeah, that is from, that start date was November 17th, and today is currently January 7th. So not too bad, not too bad. But overall, y'all, I feel so much better. I feel happy. I feel more energetic. Just much better than I have felt in a long time. Knowing the anxiety is just gone. I don't know if it was the parasites. I don't know if it was the parasites, child, or if it was the gluten. Because remember, I got on the parasite cleanse. around the same time that I let go of gluten. So I don't know what it was, but I can tell you I feel really, really, really good. The other day I went for a 6-mile walk with a good friend of the family. She's 64, y'all. She could walk circles around me. Sis walks 6 to 10 miles a day. I went on a 6-mile walk with her and I felt great. Oh, excuse my voice. Yeah, I felt great. So that's what's going on. I'm sorry it took a while for me to get back with you. To get back with you guys about my results. At the time, it would have been more of that down, just kind of depressed energy, because it took me a while to really process what I found out. I mean, with Hashimoto's, it can literally set you up for other autoimmune disorders if you don't lower that TPO number, that antibody. Basically, you know, the result of your body attacking your thyroid. If you don't lower that antibody, if you don't get those numbers down, you can get other autoimmune diseases. You can develop cancer. You can literally end up without a thyroid. Your body can eat your thyroid. Child, I need my thyroid. Apparently, my body has not affected it to the point to where my TSH numbers are elevated. So that's why my medical doctor kept saying, oh, well, your thyroid's fine. My TSH number was normal, because apparently not enough damage was done to the point to where my thyroid it was being impaired, but not to the point to where it had affected those TSH numbers yet. So I don't need thyroid medication yet. I have the chance to heal it without medication. But if those numbers were elevated and I did need medication, my naturopath wouldn't be like, oh no, girl, you don't need that. Like, she would be like, listen, get on the medication, do what you got to do, and I'm going to help you heal this way. And she was going to work together with me and my doctor, and we were going to work together. So please don't think that a naturopath is someone who's going to go against the advice of your doctor and just try to discredit your doctor. No, she's all about healing in the way that's best for you in your body. And if I needed medication for my thyroid, then I would have just needed medication for my thyroid, and I would have still done the things to, you know, help my body heal in other ways while still taking the medication. So basically, I would have still, if I needed thyroid medication, I would have taken it, and I would have done the other things to help my body heal to the point to where maybe I wouldn't have needed it anymore. But thankfully, I don't need it at all at this point. We did catch it early enough to where those numbers aren't affected. We just know that my body is attacking my thyroid. And if I had gone maybe another, I don't know, a few months down the line, eventually I probably would have been put on some type of medication and had other issues that were worse. So I just knew that my body was screaming at me, child. It was like, this not working, something is wrong. And I'm glad that I finally listened. Okay, so that's what happened, y'all. Those are the results. She really just sat there and talked to me and broke down my results with me, and yeah, found out I have an autoimmune disorder, but I have the chance to put it into remission and totally turn it around by reducing stress, changing my diet, and by supplementation. So I'll take you guys along on a journey with me and let you guys see, you know, exactly what I'm doing. I will share everything with y'all as I'm on my journey, the hard parts, the good parts, the, you know, everything that's going on. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.